Y'all, what y'all think of the government closing all the Job Corps centers? That is crazy. That is so crazy. I was in Woodland Job Corps in Laurel, Maryland back in, 89, 89, because I was homeless. And y'all know my testimony, me being excommunicated out of Jehovah's Witness, and my parents, mainly my mom, was behind that. Put me out on the street right after high school with just the clothes on my back. Yeah, y'all. Anyway, but that is crazy. And then, I should have stayed in Job Corps because my mom followed me up there, and I came back because of, and my life ain't been right since. It ain't been the same since I came back. What I should have did, I should have did one of my son's numbers. Went to another state, went to a Job Corps in another state, far, far away from my mother. And then I would have never had none of my kids. I wouldn't have turned out the way that I did. I would have been out of my hometown, far away from Baltimore City, far away from Maryland, and I would have been out of my home state and my hometown. And my mother wouldn't have followed me. Yep. Oh my God. Y'all, but they shutting Job Corps down. What about all the children, all the kids, all the juveniles that's trying to stay out of trouble, and they gonna be homeless? What about the children, the kids that needed? Back then it was from age 16 to 24, I think it was like that. But now, see, Trump getting on my damn nerves now. I didn't vote for Trump, but man, I'm glad I didn't. But y'all, you know what? With his racist ass. Oh my God. That thing, when the Capitol got raided, and you know what he did to them guys back when back in the 90s, and they made a movie about it. They See Us on Netflix. Y'all, I don't even think Trump ever apologized right for what he did to them. Y'all, but this Job Corps thing, that's mm, 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 mm. These kids need that. In these inner cities like Baltimore City and stuff like that, it's bad enough it is the cities like that are corrupt and don't have they don't have programs like that. And the youth, is a lot of violence with the youth in the cities, y'all. Carjackings and stuff like that, and shootings on the streets and things like that, y'all. They talking about the government going to get rid of Job Corps on June the 30th. Y'all, that is crazy. That is so crazy. Job Corps help you get your driver's license, help you get housing, help you get a job in nursing, construction, all kind of job. Yeah, help you transition. Job Corps was like a foster care. What happened to me with my kids being in foster? Job Corps for me was like being in a group home setting. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Now looking back now, with my mindset, if I could warn the 19-year-old back then, I would tell her, you know what, keep your ass in there. Stay focused. Listen to the director. Listen to what the director is telling you, warning you. Yep. Me and him had the same birthday, August 21st, and he gave me a birthday card. Y'all, oh my, y'all, mm-mm-mm. I would warn myself, you know what? You young and everything, and what your parents did was dead wrong, and you don't know all of what's, you don't know all of what, you don't know all the truth of why they did what they did, but you stay focused, Crystal. Stay in there. Stay in there. Don't be forming no friends. Don't form no friendships in there while you in there. Don't sleep around with nobody. Don't form no friendships with no females or no guys. Get in there and get the hell out. Stay out of it. Keep your cool. You know, go to church. If you gotta go to church, go to church. Find a good church. Find a good church home. Stay out of Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, you know, you ain't a virgin no more, but you still, your mind God forgave you for that. Then dust yourself off and move on. Dust yourself up and move on. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. You know, go somewhere, go out of state, go to Florida. You know, you always wanted to go you like Disney World, you know. So get your little, go to a job course, ask for a transfer from Woodland Job Corps to a job corps that's out of state, Georgia or down near Disney World. Yup. Go steps by steps. You know, don't worry about whether people like you or not. Don't worry about being accepted. That's going to be your problem. If you don't listen now, that's going to be a problem for the rest of your life, worrying about a people pleasing. Be a leader, not a follower. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. I'm. 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 I'm telling you now. Warning you now. You know, y'all. That Job Corps thing. It shook me. I've been seeing a lot of TikTok videos and YouTube videos about the government permanently stopping Job Corps. That's crazy. That's like Trump. Trump want blacks. That's targeting blacks. That's what it is. Trump want the youth to be in jail or in prison. I mean, prison or homeless. Want them in prostitutes and want them to be prostitutes and gangs and stuff like that. Want to be locked up. That's crazy. And then when I heard he blocking black and federal funding for school, colleges, and stuff like that, y'all. That's one thing. Job Corps used to help you to go to college, get your foot in the door with college and car and drive and stuff like that. Y'all, they need to impeach Trump. Trump ain't shit. He ain't shit. They need to impeach his ass. I'm telling you. Rather people think, oh, people need to get off get off get off assistance and stuff like that. Y'all, the whole thing. I don't even want to talk about it, because it just boils it just burns me up, boils my blood. I'm telling you. People need, you know what? Thank you, God. You know what? These churches, all these churches on every corner need to start their own Job Corps funding. Stop being dependent on the government to do everything, and then put the burden, make these pastors responsible. Make these leaders and these pastors and these churches that's hooked up into the Illuminati. They hooked up into these sororities and these fraternities. Make these preachers, these black churches on every corner, hold them accountable. That's set up in these hood neighborhoods. Hello, somebody. Make them have programs for the youth. They taking your tithing off, and they put it in their pocket, in the pastor pocket, and meanwhile, oh, y'all, I'm all right. Oh, I must have struck a nerve, y'all. Oh, ooh, y'all saw that. I've had this bad cold. it, Hey, y'all, I'm okay. Oh, y'all, that GERD ain't no joke. Acid reflux. It get like that. I had to get surgery at Mercy Hospital one time, and they found I had a hernia and something else in the GERD and a hernia. Oh my God, I hate when that happens. It feels like I can't breathe. But I had a bad cold though, y'all, too. Anyway, I'm going to get that out, what I said. Yeah, these churches responsible. We supposed to be kingdom building, not building little temples for these pastors, for their build their names and stuff. Supposed to be building God's kingdom. Hold them responsible. They building these $1 million, multi-million-dollar sanctuaries in the poorest neighborhoods, in the poorest cities. Come on, y'all. Around, monopoly. It's like a monopoly, It ain't all together Trump's fault. You know, and it's not a Democratic Republican issue either. I hate to say it, but Malcolm X warned us years ago this kind of crap was going to happen. Prophetically warned us. Y'all. Y'all. Give me some water. Oh, y'all. I'm okay. Thanks for your prayer. When that happened, it felt like my whole throat felt like it's disconnected. I hurt. Oh my God. About one time that happened, and my youngest daughter saw that, and she got scared, and she called 911 for me. You know, said, "Well, I gotta do that," because I couldn't breathe. I kept, the hyperventilating. I couldn't breathe. It's scary. It's scary. I had to train both my oldest son and my daughter how to take care of me when I had seizures, when I was depressed and I couldn't do stuff for myself. Both of them was like that. Yeah. Oh, y'all. Oh, back to the Job Corps thing. That right there is uncalled for. Uncalled for. That's the final. That's like a generational thing that Trump doing. You know? Why do he sound like a Nebuchadnezzar spirit? If you bow down to the golden image, he got the orange hair. If you bow, Trump seems so narcissistic. And you know what? God put him in there. United States is Babylon, and the Israelites, because of United States rebellion over the years, treating blacks like crap, slavery and all the stuff that they did to the Indians and blacks and people of color, all the years. Yeah. Now the chickens coming home just like Malcolm X said, chickens coming home to roost. What Malcolm X said, "Oh, I'm good. I didn't get mad when that happened. I was glad when it happened." Y'all, we gotta set our focus on Jesus for real. Oh my God, y'all. Okay, let me get over here. I need to recover. Take me a Motrin. Cause now my throat, my head and stuff is hurting. Okay, be blessed.